What is up, guys, and welcome back to Tigers franchise here in the offseason video here. And we've got a few things we have to address. First of all, I want to say thank you guys for all the love and support lately. I really appreciate it. You guys have been very active, and we've been gaining new subscribers, so I'm ecstatic with how things are going, and I couldn't be happier. Thank you guys so much just for watching. If you could, like and subscribe. If you don't want to, don't, like I always say, but I just hope you enjoy what I put out there. Now, problem number one, I believe, in this offseason, granted, we just went back-to-back. I mean, it says we're going to have 72 mil. The problem is we're running out of arbitration years on a lot of our good young players. And, I mean, we have a few guys signed long-term, but, like, Urias has got 3 years left, which is fine. Bednar has, I didn't know he had 3 years left. Jeez, we signed him to a 4-year? What was I smoking when we did that? Anyway, 3-year, okay. The Urias is in year 4 of 6. And then Alvarado's a free agent. Hunter Green is going to be a free agent after next year. We got a few guys that are going to be free agents after next year. So we have to kind of look at that. As we look at our exclusive free agents, we have a team option on Ortega that we're obviously going to exercise. Same with Staub. And then Alvarado will exercise. Cartaya we will exercise. And then Haas. Now the question, let me do these two. The question is, what's going on? The game froze. Question is, what does he want? That is a deal we are not going to give him. Love Eric Haas, but oh no, we don't want to pay him that either. I mean, the best I can do for you, pal, is like a 1-year 3.5. I love Eric Haas. I just don't. I think we could get an equal catcher to him. So we'll offer him that as like a hometown loyalty deal. But I think, honestly, if we lose him, we lose him. I hope he comes back. But Cartaya, if he can get his bat going, will be the future. Now on the coaching staff here, we got a lot of guys signed long-term. AJ Hinch with 2 years left, now 2-time World Series coach. And you can't look at, okay. I guess you can't look at their career stats or anything. That's kind of a bummer. So that'll be that. And we'll see. We're just after the World Series now. We'll send to free agency 1. And so we're past that. Select 40, man. Who do we have not on it? Steele, Walker, Ty Madden. I don't know why I started there. Ty Madden. I mean, someone will draft him. We better throw him on the 40, man. We got a few guys. Actually, we got a lot of guys that I don't really want to lose. How many do we have on our 30th? So we have 2 spots left. And we need to figure out 2 players that we want to keep around. I think he's on the 40. Luis Garcia, I think I'd like to keep around. Although he's not Benva, he's got C potential. He's 26 and only a 68 overall. He can't hit. Maybe not. Maybe he's not the guy. As we look here, Bryant Packard, I think he's 29, but he's a 70 overall. He can kind of hit for a little contact. We'll add him. I'd like to keep him around. And we should have 1 spot left. We could use a center fielder. As actually, Veerling's going to get moved to the MLB. I'm not sure why he isn't up. McKinstry from Central Michigan, I believe. Born in Ohio. I think he went to college at Central Michigan. Represent the thumb, or not the thumb, but represent the mitten. TJ Antone's still on this team. I'm just now finding out. That's fun. Maybe Castro. Is it Kervin Castro? Yeah, we'll keep him around. So that'll be our 40 man. And now we got to look at arbitration. O'Neal Cruz is going to be a big deal. Now, granted, he does have 2 years of arbitration left. I mean, it's not going to be cheap. Okay, so now I'm done with the tender contracts, and I've offered everyone arbitration. We didn't really have anyone who everyone's expensive at the top that we're going to have to pay. So we're going to wait another year to pay these guys. And we have another loaded free agency class. Here's we look in here. Jazz Chisholm, obviously a phenomenal player. I don't think we can afford him. What's he looking for? Yeah, that's a decent sized deal. I don't think we need him either, really. Ryan Mountcastle could be a huge upgrade at first base, but that'd kind of continue our logjam that we have. And he's 30, but I mean, he's really good. What kind of deal is he looking for? 14 mil? Okay. Tyler Stevenson is intriguing. That could fix our catcher problem. That is a giant deal, Mr. Stevenson. He wants 19 mil a year. He's 30 years old. We'll probably pass on that. Brian Abreu, 29, reliever. I mean, jeez. Maybe like a 1 year worth like 11.5. Oh, geez, the Astros, we're just going to pull out of that. Okay. We're doing it. We're going to go after Tyler Stevenson. I think we'll do a 3-year. We'll offer him something like 55. I don't really want to give him a player deal. And then we will front load it. 3-year, 55.5. And that's his only offer. If we could get Tyler Stevenson on a 3-year, I'd be ecstatic about that. And I think that'll be, for now, the only guy we offer, and we'll see kind of what happens here as we'll see him. And Jack Flaherty goes to the Giants on a 6-year deal. That's a good signing for them. Tyler Stevenson is no longer interested. Tristan McKenzie goes to Seattle. Well, why not? Because the Angels said, here's the deal of a lifetime, pal. AJ Puck could be interesting. On like a 1-year. Worth like 6.3. I wouldn't mind getting AJ Puck. That'd be a good addition. I guess this is what we're going to roll with. Here we go. Eric Haas says, oh, you suck. Brian Abreu signs with the Mariners also. Freddie Peralta heading to Cleveland. Tyler Stevenson goes to the Angels. That's a big signing for them. And wait, what did Haas just signed for? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Chisholm now has an offer from the Giants. Okay, Brady Singer's getting some looks. Mountcastle getting some offers now. Andre, did I miss Munoz the first time? Hai Sung Kim, Garrett Crochet, Eloy Jimenez we looked at. Yeah. As we continue ahead here a little farther, and we look at the contracts, I don't think they accept those yet. And we have 42 on the 40-man, so we'll have to take 2 off. And that will be Alex Faedo and Kerwin Castro. I don't care if we lose them. And that should be Rule 5 draft time. No, we're good. Not quite, I guess. As we'll look out here, Jazz still only has 1 offer. The Red Sox are in on Brandon Lowe. And Alejandro Kirk to the Brewers. That's a big signing for the Brew Crew. Ryan Mountcastle goes to the Reds. Wow. And no, don't stop. Okay, we'll continue on here. Nico Horner to the Athletics. That sucks for him. Jazz Chisholm signs with the Giants. That's huge for them. Andres Munoz to the Rangers. Brandon Lowe to the Rays. JT Real Muto, 1 year, 12 mil to the Guardians. Wow. So who's left out here? Well, we're going to offer Hunter Renfroe a 1 year worth like 5.5. You know, let's do 1 year, 5.5. He'll be probably a platoon player. I mean, he can not like it all he wants. We'll give him that offer, and I think I have a plan for Hunter Renfroe. I guess I'm not sure. So we'll send him to the Rule 5. And here's a draft lottery. We're the World Series champions back-to-back. And we'll see who gets the first pick in next year's first-year player draft. I skipped through it. I think it was the Royals. I did not mean to do that. That sucks. Luis Garcia to the Padres. Brady Singer, or was that Padres or Pirates? I can't remember. Brady Singer to the Pirates, though. And here's the Rule 5 draft as we'll hop in. I don't even know if we get a pick. A lot of guys going off the board there. And I don't even think we get a pick in this. And that'll be that. Hunter Renfroe still waiting on offers. We're still his only offer. I'd love to get Renfroe. And Trevor Rogers to the Red Sox. Jose Suarez to the Pirates. Another pitcher for them. And Renfroe goes to the Pirates. They are just stealing everyone. Maybe a 1 year worth like 5.5 like we were going to do for Renfroe. Just because he's a good slap hitter. Come off the bench. We'll continue on here. We have 41 on the 40 man. Did we get Freddie? Yes, we did. So Freddie Freeman's the new Tiger. And welcome to the club, pal. And now someone needs to be removed. And it's probably going to be Rony Garcia. We'll remove him from the 40 man. And we'll continue on here to arbitration hearings. Ahmed Rosario is a guy who played so good in the postseason last year. I'm not ready to move on from him, even though I was really on the borderline. As we'll continue a little bit of the sim here. Spencer Torkelson wins his arbitration. O'Neal Cruz wins his. Jordan Walker wins his. We win on the Matt Manning hearing. That's actually surprising. Quijada wins his. Foley wins his. Lang wins his. McKinstry does not win his. Tigers win. Fry wins his hearing. Badu wins his. And TJ Antone wins his. Vierling, we won that hearing. And that's pretty much it for the offseason here. As we'll look, just make sure no one else is sitting out here. Actually, let's take a look at this team before we... I need to visually see it. Luis Arias. So my plan is... Well, my plan was, if we got Hunter Renfroe, I was going to put Soto back in the field in left and play Renfroe DH, and then we could run like a absolute machine of an outfield. But then I remember we have Jordan Walker. So I guess that wouldn't have worked as good as I thought it was going to. Cartaya, this is going to be a figure-it-out year for Cartaya. We got Eric Haas getting paid $21 million off the bench. Oh, no, they cut it down to 3.5. Okay, thank God. Torkelson is also on the bench, and Torkelson, I don't know. He just hasn't done what I was hoping he would do. Like, you look at his career averages here, 255, and the OBP's been solid all the way through, but his OPS has been really low. He hasn't supplied a ton of pop. His highest was 2024 when he hit 20 homers, and that was actually his best year so far. I don't know. Torque is kind of in a weird spot for me. Freddie Freeman, we signed. I think Arias will still be the starting first baseman. Staub will still start at second, obviously. And then we have Rosario and O'Neal Cruz, which, I mean, this lineup is still absolutely cracked out of its mind. When Cartaya is the worst player and he's a 25-year-old catcher who, you know, I don't know. This will be his first year as a full-time catcher. As you see his splits, I mean, he jumped 52 points in average. OBP was over 300. He slugged pretty good. I mean, he only played, how many games did he play in? 49. So he didn't even play a lot last year. And, I mean, Ahmed Rosario had his best year as a Tiger and was phenomenal in the postseason, but he's 31, and his contract is still for another 5 years, which in hindsight is my fault for I didn't think that ahead. But also, he's been so good, it's like not that big of a deal. His average, he was terrible year one. He was a little better year two, and then he really took a jump last year. He didn't hit for a ton of average, but his OBP was over 300 for the first time since his Cleveland year. And he stole 22 bases. He hit 17 homers, which is way above his average, other than 2019 on the Mets. So Ahmed Rosario's really got it going last year. we'll keep him around, obviously. Staub had kind of a rough year. The OBP went up like 33 points, or 35 points, but the average dropped by 2 points. But he hit 2 more homers, 5 more RBIs, and I mean, he was really good last year. He wasn't so good in the playoffs, but really we didn't hit well in the playoffs. Our pitching has been our rely on. Akil Baddoo was phenomenal last year. Juan Soto was phenomenal last year, obviously. Back-to-back MVP here in Detroit. Darren Ortega, phenomenal, but we need him to step up in the playoffs a little more. But he will. He's 21. He can legally have a drink now with his friends. So, Darren Ortega is officially old enough to have a drink, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers around. Staub should be too. Yeah, they can both go to the bar and have a drink. O'Neal Cruz, 28 years old now. He has another year of arbitration now. Oh. He was really good last year. Hit 41 homers in the 2-hole, 110 ribbies in the 2-hole, which is extremely hard to do in the 2-hole. His average was down, but he hit for way more power. And his OBP was actually way up. His slugging was off the charts. His OPS was almost 1,000, which is like Hall of Fame. And I mean, he was amazing. And Luis Arias has been our steady lineup leadoff guy. He's obviously going to hit for average. 291s. Like, he's been in the 200s with us, but like high 200s. But that's low for him. But he gets on base so much. He's such a good leadoff guy. Not the fastest, but we got him under contract for 3 more years. And yeah, Riley Green's still hanging around here. Had a good year last year. Only played in 60 games, but he had a good year. Jace Young, he'll probably be up to start, but Veerling's back on the roster. 30 years old now. And yeah, this will be the team we roll into spring training with. And here we are at spring training. And I guess while we're here, we might as well just get through spring training. I don't think we'll play a ton of these games. Maybe just kind of go through. Tariq Skubal, keep him active. That's fine. Auto utilize. I never even looked at our pitching rotation, did I? So Urias is back, and he's obviously been an ace. Last year was his worst year with a 3.57 ERA and a 1 WHIP. Like, that's still an amazing year. That was his worst year. Under contract for 3 more years. He's been our ace. Hunter Green, last year was injured, missed a lot of time. His WHIP was higher. ERA was still good, though. It was lower. He's went down in ERA, but up in WHIP. But, I mean, as long as you're winning, that's all that matters. He went 8-5, 19-10 the year before. He was in the Cy Young running, I believe, the year before. It was that, I think. And Skubal was last year. Had his best year, and it's not even close. 2.59 ERA, 1 WHIP. Just Cy Young type numbers. 16-6 record, which I think is why he ended up not winning it, is because he didn't have a ton of wins. Like, usually you need about 20 to win Cy Young. But I mean, he was great. Casey Mize really... Oh, he was good last year. It was the year before he was terrible. The WHIP was a little high. Not really, though. I mean, 1.2 is about the range you want. That's fine. I mean, the ERA was really good. He went 12-4, 199 innings pitched. Missed 200 by a third of an inning. That sucks. And then Matt Manning, who I believe missed some time again last year. He seems to get hurt early in the year every single year. But his WHIP was higher, his ERA was down a little bit, and I guess there was a lot of that for us last year. 11-3 record, though. And then we look at this, we add AJ Puck into the bullpen. Lang remains there. We got Foley, Vest, and Kayada. Ty Madden. We got a bunch of guys here. And we'll look at some contract extensions. Ortega, how much is it going to cost? He wants $21 million a year. Well, how about we don't do that? How about a 3-year? $11 million with a club option. You're going to be a star. We're going to front load it. We'll do 11.5. Okay, we'll do 12. We'll do 12.5. He doesn't want the club option. Okay, now you're losing money. Come on, Ortega. And Ortega's back for 3 years. Hunter Green is a free agent. That is not a cheap deal. However, I think what we should do is extend him 3 years from now. See how low, see if we can cut some of this contract down a little bit. Down to like 76, 3 years 76. And we'll backload this one. And then we will do a no option, 3 years. And he's back. Hunter Green back for 3 years. O'Neal Cruz also not going to be cheap. I think I'd rather just extend him now on a 5-year deal. I mean, let's do 4. I don't need to be handing out these huge contracts like I have been. We'll do a 4-year because 4 years puts him at 32, and we can reevaluate then. We'll do 3 with a player. He'll be a star. We'll front load this one, and he's back. Staub is also renewable here. What's he gonna want? 13.4 for 4 years. 20 for 5. Let's see if we can get him interested at all here in a 6-year. If we could sign him before we have to sign Ortega, I'd love that. But this is also the problem with when you call guys up, you know, early. Yeah, no, we're okay. We'll just do a 4-year. 46 million, maybe 47. I'd really like to get a 5-year deal and just get him, or since we have Ortega back for 3 years, I'd like Staub to be back. This will put him at 26 when this contract expires, and then we can probably sign him to just a monster deal then, him and Ortega both, because we won't have a lot of the guys we have now at that point. We'll just leave that one normal. It'll be 16 mil a year. You know what? No, we're going to front load this one also. And Staub is back for 5 years. Matt Manning will be a free agent, another huge contract we cannot afford right now. Lang will be a free agent, and we can't afford to bring him back. I wouldn't mind like a 2-year 16. He's back for 2 years. Alvarado will be a free agent at the end of the year. I think, is Badu a free agent? Oh, no. Oh. We're going to have to address a lot of these at the end of the season with arbitration and whatnot. But we're going to actually hop in here and player lock Darren Ortega and hop into a game here. Hunter Green on the mound. We're 12-4 in spring ball. Pablo Lopez on the mound for the Orioles here, and we'll see what we can do. Ortega in, 1 out. We lead 1-0. And Pablo Lopez will wind and come home. Fouled off. I was late. I have not played in a few days. I am just now realizing. 2026 Silver Slugger Award winner. And here's a pitch from Lopez home. Driven up the middle. Base hit. And that's a single for Ortega. Good swing there. And we got one aboard with 1 out. Juan Soto is in. 3-1 count. I'm not stealing, Hinch. You're a psychopath. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Soto walks. And now Akil Badu is in, hitting 220 in spring ball. Full count, 1 away. Pitch on the way. Badu pops it to center. And caught. We're sending it. And Ortega's in there. Good job by Darren Ortega. Now we got runners on the corner. 2 away. Staub is in. Absolutely raking here in spring ball. And this could be his breakout year. He got a 5-year extension. Pitch on the way. Staub pops it to left. And caught in right. Or that was to right. Did I say left? I'm dumb. And Hunter Green on the mound. Ortega back in. 1 for 1 with a single on the day. And Pablo Ortiz ready. Or Lopez ready. Delivers home. Oops. 0-1 to Ortega. A 944 OPS last year. That's outstanding. Oh, I didn't swing. 0-2. Just late. Whatever. Here's the 0-2 home from Lopez. Swung on and missed. Punches out Ortega. Ah, spring ball, man. And now in the field, playing center, McMahon at the plate. Ready with it is Wilmer Flores out of the pen. And here's the pitch. Pop to center. Whoops. That's getting down. And we'll throw it into home. My bad. I hate the player lock. And back in, 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a single. Facing a lefty, Buster Diaz. Pitch on the way. 1-0 to Ortega. And here we go. Ready with the 1-0. Diaz will come home with it. Fouled off early on the fastball. 89-mile-an-hour two-seam. And here we go. Diaz ready. The 1-1 coming home. Swung on and missed. 1-2 here. Is that late on that? What? And here we go. The 1-2 home. 2-2 to Ortega. Here in spring ball. Pitch on the way. Fouled back. And it's 2-2 still. And Diaz is ready with it. Here's the pitch on the way. Fouled back. Still 2-2. Diaz will do it again here. Pitch on the way. Full count now to Darren Ortega. Soto on deck. Diaz ready. Pitch on the way. Driven. Center field. I don't think that's going to be deep enough. And it won't be caught by Cedric Mullins. And that'll be out number 1 of the inning. And now in the field, Ty Madden on the mound. And here we go. The wind, the pitch home. Crushed to deep center. Ortega giving chase. He's under it. And puts him away. 1 away in the bottom of 7. And that'll be it for Ortega. But it's spring ball. And that'll probably be the only game we'll play here in spring ball. So we'll sim through. And we went 21-6 in spring training. And we will advance today. And there you go. Next time we play, it'll be Julio Urias versus Michael Kopech on the Rangers. Let me make sure the roster is set right. We need 3 guys. Why? Okay, they're all getting waved down, I'm assuming. TJ Antone's going to go up to AAA. Congrats, buddy. Jace Fry will also go to AAA. We need guys up there. Ashton Goodrow. Freddie Pacheco. We drafted him last year. Or no, we didn't. We'll move him to AA. Wally Lott, I believe, we drafted last year. And we'll leave him down there for now. Now, starting pitchers, we have Job. Flores is back down in AAA. And we probably are going to have to move some of these pitchers. We just have so many. Like Hunter Green, we're locked into now for 4 years. Julio Urias, we got 3 years. Scooble, we got 5 years. And then Mize, we got for 4 more years. But I think Matt Manning, with his contract about to expire, might be on the move at some point this year. I don't know. I don't really want to move on from him, but it might have to happen. And Lang, Elvis Dominguez, still in AAA. He'll kind of work his way up. And we look at first baseman. Freddie Freeman's our best first baseman. Torkelson needs to be on the MLB team. I don't want him up either game, but we got to have him up. Palacios. You can stay in single A. Jace Young. Why is he on waivers? Why is he on waivers? That's stupid. Colt Keith, no. Brady House does not need to be on the MLB roster. So we will send him down to AAA. Why would he be on the MLB roster? So we have 1 spot for each. Frank Rodriguez, 21-year-old, 59 overall. He can go to AA and play short. We have so many shortstops. Left field, we got 3 of those. Why is Justin Henry Malloy? Ugh. Bryant Packard is fine. So we need 1 guy for AAA. And Jonathan Davis. No, Diego Rincones can go play AAA. Good luck, pal. And yeah, I think we'll take a peek at the lineups here. Just make sure they're set. They're not. They're not right at all. O'Neal Cruz. Darren Ortega not DHing. We'll put Soto at DH. Jordan Walker will bat 9. Cartaya 8. Badu will be 5. Freddie Freeman against righties is fine to play there. Staub is good at 6. Okay, and then against lefties, well, why? I don't understand why IKF would ever start. O'Neal Cruz cannot be on the bench. Who do they have in over him? Who am I missing? Well, Freddie Freeman can't play he's not playing against lefties. Not that he can't play. Cruz does not play first. So Luis Arias will play first base against lefties. Staub will play second. Cruz at short against lefties. Then we'll have Haas. Badu will move up to 5. Where's Jordan Walker? There he is. What am I missing here? Hey, the Yankees won. Finally. That team's so hard to watch. And then we'll move him back to 4. Badu. Riley Green is the one that I was missing. Jordan Walker will move back into the lineup there. He's starting. Okay, yeah, he's hitting 9th. In the 6 hole. And yeah, I think that'll be the lineup we roll out. Pitching rotation-wise, we'll roll with the same 5. However, there's a good chance Matt Manning, one of these 5 are going to get traded. I'm sorry to tell you guys, but one of the 5 are going to get traded. I don't know which one yet, but I know one of the 5 will be traded this year. We'll have Lang back at setup or closer. Bednar will be the setup. We've really got this bullpen in a good spot now. But I'd love for Job to get some starts. So he'll probably, I think Manning will probably move Manning. I just don't know when yet. But that'll be all for this episode. Yeah, I guess we'll throw them on the trade block and see if we get any offers. But that'll be all for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all the love. I'll see you in the next one. And peace.